It's crazy that we gotta make videos like this, but I'm literally making this video for simple transparency. Started hearing a loud humming sound from the right side of my vehicle, front passenger side. Didn't really know what it was. Thought it may be the new tires I put on, needle grapplers that I put on. Kind of found out it wasn't that. It's my hub bearing assembly. I took it into a local road mart, got an estimate on it, and they come back with almost $1,000, $857 and some change to do the job. I immediately wanted to jump on it because I was like, okay, let me jump on it. Come to find out, I asked, well, how much are the parts? Looked at how much of the parts, $260 a piece, realizing where they're coming from, check the quality of them, really not quality parts. Found where I could go to a local store and get those parts for, about 50, 60 bucks cheaper, less, and more quality parts. It wasn't the fact that, what they were asking, it was the fact of how much they were charging me to do the job. It's on a 2018 Chevy Silverado. And here we are. I'm about to show you exactly how simple it is. It's really not hard. These are the tools you'll need. A T30 there, T30. You're gonna need a breaker bar. You're gonna need a Torx wrench, 22 millimeter, 3/4, and I got a 3/8 there. That's the tools you're gonna need to do this job. Besides, your jack and some jack stands to keep the vehicle up off the ground, because it's best to be able to do the job with the vehicle off the ground. All right, now we'll get into actually doing the job. Not put any stress on my brake line over here that got tied up. Touch anything. It gives me plenty of room to do my job. Store it out. I'm gonna break a bar. Of course, I've already got my lugs off. Use 22 millimeter socket. Take my lugs off. I'm gonna start the brake bar here. Remove brake caliper and get it set up. Just be careful. Don't get on your brake line when you braking them. requires a little bit of heat. 2018, 108,000 miles on it. They're a little bit easier. Now I broke those bolts. That way you can see which ones I'm removing. Backside, remove this brake caliper. I'll come in with my tool and I'll finish removing those. We broke a little more, huh? Alright. Not quite broke loose. And you know, having certain tools just make the difference in removing certain things. So of course I'm using what I got. Instead of going to spend more money. I think the more I do my own work, the more I'll be apt to purchasing more quality tools. But I'm a man of work with what you got. Do the rest later. I had a bigger compressor. I'd most definitely be using that, you know, to run these out. So much easier. They should come out now though. Here's the first one. Here's your second one out of there. I found it difficult myself to relocate the brake caliper without putting stress on that brake line and holding it at the same time to do what I was doing. So I realized having this extra jack stand helps. So all I did was I take the jack stand, take my brake caliper off, remove it, whole thing, basically sit it over on that jack stand, like so. I get me some zip ties and put it around there, like so. And bam, you got it secured. Me personally, just in case I need to use my jack stand, you know, for some other reason, I just take and I put me through there. That way I ain't gotta worry about it. And what it allows you to do is keep from stressing your brake line, or having the potential to stress it anyway. And boom, there you go. You got your brake line, caliper all secured and out the way. Next step is gonna be removing our brake rotor there. And we already got it. T30. T30 there. I don't know if we can see it. T30. A torque bit. Very simple. It's that simple, guys. And your rotor's out of there. Next thing we'll be removing is a hub assembly. But before we do all that, we're gonna go through and we're gonna get all these little wires and stuff here. We're gonna get all that stuff situated. Get all our little wires and whatnot and things of that nature. We're gonna get all those little things there. We're gonna get them all taken care of and out the way. And that way we can reuse these things if we need to. I'll be using a little Flathead screwdriver to do it. Up in there in this wire right here, see a little red tab. I don't know if you can quite see it. There's a little red tab there, up in there. You know, just gonna take that little red tab and we're gonna push it out of the way. We're gonna pop it. I'm gonna try to anyway. I can't do it with my hand, but yeah. We're gonna take that little red tab, we're gonna pop it. I'll show you just a second. Take these gloves off. Because anytime you're dealing with wires, you don't want to stress the wire. So you want to kind of hold that wire in case and push that little tab up under it. There's a little black piece up under it that it protects. You can press that down and then you can just pull that away like so. That's what locks that in. And that's your ABS. This is all your ABS line. This one right here is just basically an end-on-end tab. I don't know if you can really see it, but again, Flathead screwdriver. Just pry it away a good bit. Push down. It should come around seated. And this is only for the people who plan on using theirs. This gray one down here is basically tucked into a slotted place that once it slides in, it spreads apart. So again, this little thing, little a little harder than the other side to get out, but I'll show you how it works. Basically, again, like I said, a little slotted piece there. Once you work them down in that little slot, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. I'll try to show it to you. But there's a little slot down there. Right there where my finger is. There's a little slot. And it basically works in there. That little piece pops right out in there. And once it spreads apart, it's there. And that's the whole way of removing the actual ABS wire out the way. The next part is taking this whole assembly off. It's super easy. Should be free spinning there. A lot easier than that. So it's not as bad as the other one was, which was making noise. Now, I'll go back to my brake bar again, and this is 15 millimeter. It's actually a 6-point, but these special sockets are made to fit any head of any boat with a broader range of holding power. So it's actually not like any other 12-point socket. Not even expensive. Most people just don't know about it. But anyway, you're gonna have to break these also. Take a little force. Come on, pretty easy. I know it's kind of hard for you to hear, but just so you guys can see, this is the dust cover. You know, of course it sits behind that, but just wanted to see how easy it is to bring that thing out. And basically, you know, some of them are not this easy. Some of them you're gonna have to the point where you gotta beat them out, and of course the dust cover goes right back behind that. Your ABS line will go back up through that hole and back down and connect there. So of course a lot of them aren't that easy. All right, here we are, new part. Experiencing ride. They are a lifetime warranty. As you see, stands for no air tools. Apparently got a 1-year roadside assistance program too. I'm purchasing this, but yeah, it's a lifetime warranty with this product. So when you buy it, a lot of them, those things offline, they don't give you that. Yeah. This is the new hub. Again, it comes with the wire and everything to put it in. Literally got clamps and all. That's a good thing. Did not even realize like it came with that. Yeah, that's like a really good hub, and that's it. Experiencing there. All right, to get started with this install, first I want to come in here and just any corrosion, anything like that, old grease, dirt, whatever the case may be, just get it all off. Make sure y'all wearing your PPE, some type of safety glasses, even hand protection, you know, would be good to have on. But yeah, come in and get all that cleaned off, like so. Yeah. Cleaned up. We'll put that in. I got some white lithium grease. Put on the inside in there, just help it go a little easier. Take and run a little bit around inside of there. This stuff's good at keeping corrosion down, keeps water out, things like that. Here we go. Put this in. Of course, this goes on first. So, like so is how we got it off. Get no dirt inside of that thing. So that's how we got that off. Just gonna take it. Slide right in there like that. Now I went through and salvaged what I could when it came to those doggone clips. So what we're gonna end up doing is we don't have to worry about those now. Did I pinch that? I did, didn't I? Absolutely did. Get back in there, you guys. Don't do what I just did. Pinch your wire. We got those all started. And that's about as simple as it's gonna get, fellas and gals, when it comes to putting this thing in. If I can get this little towel. Sometimes gloves can just be in the way. Yeah, honestly can. You work with enough companies though, you get so used to having to put required PPE on. That's just a thing of the past. And you feel like you always gotta do it. Again, be careful feeding your ABS line through that. Sheet metal's pretty short. So, might even help feeding it through prior to. You know. But of course, it goes back in the same way it came out. I'm just gonna pop right back in there. In the little hole. Like so. We'll get something, get that out. And some of you who were just probably tuning in just to see the installation. I don't have a big tank, so it's kind of easy for me to get in behind to do what I need to do. So I'm just gonna use this to snug these up, and I'll finish torquing it down with my torque wrench. Again, mine here, I got 15 millimeter or 3/8 socket, and just snug them up. Next thing we're gonna do, put our rotor on. And again, really simple. Threaded hole. So just take it, line it up, put in that threaded hole. And Torx T30. Hang it up. Yeah, we got a Torx spec on this. All right, getting ready to cut these brake tires or jump tires. Two. Let's put those on there, get them out the way. And bring this back around. Like such. Just like that. Okay, so on our brake caliper bolts. Restart it. Run it up snug. There we go. We're gonna use I'll just snug them up. Snug them up. We'll come back with our torque wrench. Quick to be sure. Alright. What to do about that? I will make it. There it is. Brake caliper installed, torque down properly. 74 foot-pounds of torque. Next installation, I do the wheels. That's the last thing. I'm gonna just snug them up. And always use a star pattern and put on lug nuts. That's the end of one side. We'll do the specs for torque. Is 140 foot-pounds. Right. Yeah. Take care of our torque wrench. Make sure this thing's torque specs. 140 foot-pounds for lugs. And 40 foot-pounds. That's all it takes. 2 clicks. Let's see. I'm gonna get off a little bit. Yeah. Just a little bit. Yeah. If you ain't torquing your lug nuts, lady, do we really care about you?